Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plami or Paige, whichever you prefer to call me. And in this video, I'm gonna be starting my reactions to one of my favorite series ever, and pretty much my favorite Transformers series, Transformers Armada. But before we get into that specific thing, there are a few things that I want to talk about. First of all, I can't believe that I'm actually done with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reactions. Like, I started it with my channel pretty much, and it's been like 8 or 9 months since then, and I can't believe I'm actually done. I never thought I'd get this far. So thank you to all of you who are crossing over from my TMNT reactions into my Transformers reactions. I appreciate you all. Even the ones who didn't do that, I also appreciate all of them too. But it means a lot if you do continue watching these. But yeah, what else? I also want to mention something that is a bit unrelated to my reactions or anything. In my last gaming video, in which I played Euro Truck Simulator 2, I kind of, for no reason, and also I just want to mention something a bit unrelated to my reactions. That is that in my last gaming video in which I played Euro Truck Simulator, I kind of for some reason went and explained like my whole time growing up and living through the abuse I faced from my parents and my classmates, and the bullying that I faced in school. So if you're interested to learn more about me, you should check out that video. Honestly, it's still me playing Euro Truck Simulator, so if you're into that too, that's gonna be another thing you can enjoy about the video. But in general, yeah, if you want to learn more about me, go and check out that video. But yeah, going back to the Transformers Armada series, Transformers Armada is the first ever Transformers series that I saw, and it's pretty much the one that defined Transformers for me. It's also, I think, my third or second biggest collection of DVD discs that I have. The biggest one being my Yu-Gi-Oh! GX collection, which has, I think, about it's about 20 discs. Then there's like 7 discs of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And I'm pretty sure this is the next one by size, because after that would be the TMNT discs. So yeah, I actually have 8 discs. Disc 2, Soldier, it's called. This was the first one. I think this is one of the earliest DVD discs that I ever bought. So yeah, so I'm gonna be very nostalgic about a lot of these episodes because I've watched them so many times. The earlier DVDs, definitely I'm gonna be super nostalgic. So this is disc 5, Attack is called. I also have disc 7. These 3 were the ones that I had for the longest time. I think for like 6 years, from around 2006 to 2011, maybe. Those are the 3 ones that I had. Or maybe even before that. I don't know. I know that I had for the longest time these 3 discs. Then I think I bought these 2, 11, which is called Saving, which has probably my favorite episode of this series, which I can't wait to get to, but it's gonna be by the end of, or should I say close to the middle, past the middle of the series. And this one, which also has another really cool episode, which I think might be my second favorite episode, at least from the ones that I've seen. It's the episode in which, I mean, you know what, I'm not gonna spoil it, you probably know what it is. Then I don't remember exactly how I got these 3. I think this one I either bought it or kind of stole it from a friend's house. I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. I remember that I saw this disc at his home, but I think he still has it because I don't remember taking it. Maybe asked him. I think I might have asked him to get it from him, and then I just didn't give it back. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that happened for one of my Yu-Gi-Oh! GX discs. So yeah, and these two, 10 and 14, I think the 10 disc is the newest one that I have, because I'm pretty sure I got this one together with the 15 one, or genuinely, I don't remember for this disc how I got them, but I'm pretty sure this is the last one that I got, because it has the episodes that I actually kind of haven't seen the most. So yeah, that was my collection of Transformers. I really like this series, and it's my favorite one, although there was another series which I don't know the name of that was shown on TV that I actually also liked quite a lot. I think it's called Transformers Animated. I'm not sure whether it is. In that one, the Transformers weren't aliens, but I think they were robots made by somebody who had a daughter who tended to dress in yellow. I think there was some plot point about her, but I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, so yeah. And I'm going on a bit of a tangent, so I guess without further ado, let's get into the episodes. And the episodes that I'm going to be checking out in this video, you already know by the title, but still, I'm going to mention them, are going to be Episode 1, First Encounter, and Episode 2, Metamorphosis. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it, starting off with First Encounter in 3, 2, 1. I gotta say, this series definitely has the best Transformers theme. I haven't listened to the other ones, but nothing beats this one.
Became known as Transformers.
Robots in disguise.
One of the first planets inhabited was soon to become known throughout time and space as Cybertron. These minicons.
Oh yeah, I remember when I watched the Transformers movie, the Michael Bay one,
domination by both Autobots and Decepticons.
And I was confused why there were no minicons, because I thought they were actually a big part of the lore, but apparently not. Also, I love how 90s this series sounds and feels. And this feels pretty high quality, I gotta say. It looks pretty high quality animation.
That an enormous craft be constructed for the minicons, who would be catapulted into space, never to be used as pawns in another galactic war again.
Like, damn, this is actually pretty good looking. I feel like this is higher quality animation than for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2003 series, and this is probably older. I'm actually not sure. I definitely feel I will be more nostalgic about this series because I have seen more of it compared to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Millions of years, the minicon ship collided with a moon circling.
I really like how colorful and the designs of the Transformers in this series are so cool. I love them. I so genuinely want to paint them. I just suck at painting.
Carlos. He's really cool, and we hang out pretty much all the time. I guess I've known him since kindergarten.
Actually, you know what? Maybe he does, but he feels more like 15, 16. They don't look like 13-year-olds.
Oh yeah. Good morning, Rad.
Hey, we were just wondering if you wanted to come with us after school. We're heading up the mountain to scope out this wicked cave we found.
Guys,
Oh my god, I'm already getting nostalgic. I fucking love this. I love doing these reactions.
Straight home.
I'm pretty much doing them for the nostalgia.
Whoa.
This is probably one of the most nostalgic series for
The
me.
distinct feeling that Little Miss Stuck-Up dissed us big time.
I hope you realize I heard that, Rad.
Where you going?
This thing is really starting to bug me.
Hey, Carlos, look out!
Where are the seat belts? Okay, at this point, it's just wasting animations and filling time. Come on, how long do you have to show us them sliding into this fucking cave? We're already halfway through the episode and we still haven't met the Autobots.
What's happened here? It's like we opened up some hidden shaft and ended up in this old chamber.
Let's check it out.
Oh, huh?
He's very resourceful.
Holy cow! What in the world is that? What is it?
I don't know, but it sure looks radioactive to me.
Not everything that glows green is radioactive. I don't think anything that glows green is radioactive.
It's an earthquake, and we're gonna be buried alive. Why'd I have to listen to you in the first place?
Would you put a lid on it? Your yapping is only making it worse.
I'm gonna give it props. When it matters, I feel like it does look very high quality. It's just for the most part, I guess they were saving money for the Autobots and everything.
It's starting to get freaky again.
Yeah, it is. Megatron? Oh, it's definitely Megatron. Oh, that animation was so dope. Something's off about Megatron though.
That thing might come after you if you do. I told you to stay put.
You're way too calm for people who just met giant freaking alien robot.
Just leave it alone, Rad. Let's get out of here.
It's only grunting, but the voice acting is so good. I love it. That voice, I love the voice acting. Like, it's so good. It's barely there because it's only grunting so far, but it's already so good. So the minicons are literally just tiny transformers. In my opinion, they're a cool addition and make sense to be part of like the lore of Transformers. I don't know if they were only for this series or were they a thing in other series too. What the hell? Okay, that was a really interesting way of taking them down. Optimus? Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I love that theme song.
Optimus, who?
First episode, and we're already seeing a face-off between the two. They look so bulky though, especially Optimus. I love how they kind of have their designs, but don't have the vehicle parts of their designs on them. Okay, this was honestly not that bad of an episode. Obviously, because it's the first episode, it had to set up a lot of things, so I can't really fault it too much for being a bit slow during the first half, because it took like half the episode for us to even get to the freaking cave. But yeah, I guess I enjoyed it. It's hard for me to decide that, because for the really good episodes, I'm gonna be really nostalgic, and for this one, I don't really feel the nostalgia. So basing it only on like first watch, yeah, I think it's a pretty decent episode. Like, it just gave you the bare minimum of the world it is coming from. This is, and how everything works, and just gave you a glimpse of the battles that you're gonna see in this series. But yeah, I love the look of this series. I think the main thing that I already love about it is the look of it. It's so cool and so aesthetic, and it's so nostalgic for me. I just love it. I thought it was good when I was little, and I still think it looks so good. I don't know. It looks very high quality, especially the Transformers really look very, very high quality. While for the human characters, they look all too cheap, to I don't know what even to call it. So yeah, I think this is a decent episode, but since I don't really have much to compare it to on a rewatch, obviously I don't know how exactly to rate it, but I guess I'm gonna give it a 7.8 out of 10 because it's a good episode, but it's also nothing really special. Like, it's not an epic episode or a cool event happening in the episode. It's just the first episode. So yeah, hopefully in the second episode we're gonna see something more interesting. So without further ado, let's just get into it. In 3, 2, 1.
Out of nowhere, two giant mechanical beings appeared in the desert. Bitter enemies from an ancient time. Now their feud has begun again, and Earth is
I love this theme song. I'm not gonna stop saying this over the course of my reactions. I love this theme song. It doesn't have any lyrics, but it's so good. Transformers. I love how this series has both kind of retro 90s sounding soundtrack, but it also sounds modern sometimes. It's really cool. Where are the other two though? Because I'm pretty sure there are gonna be 2 more minicons. Starscream! He's probably my favorite character. Man, I love them all. I'm getting so nostalgic already. I love their designs, they're so fucking cool. Honestly, I haven't, as I said, I haven't seen really many other Transformers series, but this one, there's something about the designs that are so good. I love them so much. Okay, this is a really cool scene. We have Hotshot, I think. Question that I've always wanted to ask: is Hotshot a character replacing Bumblebee? Which one is the original or something? Because, like, I was surprised that when I watched the Transformers movie, the first one, I was surprised that he was called Bumblebee and not Hotshot. Because this is the yellow car that I grew up with. I gotta say, considering how much both Autobots and Decepticons tend to speak in the future episodes, it's so weird having them not say anything right now.
What a weakling.
I really like their teleportation look.
Hey, where'd they go?
Back! Huh? What kind of cave is this?
Are they gonna go to the base now?
We'll be trapped in here.
If we can't get out of here, then they can't get in. What? Well, it's true,
I mean,
isn't it, Alexis?
Sure,
he's
but
not
we're still
wrong.
trapped. Our mechanical amigo wouldn't lead us into danger. He's on our side, remember?
His brothers? I mean, brothers, technically.
Of course.
I really like the thing that those 3 minicons can do. I don't understand why others can't. I mean, I guess they're kind of a variation. This is another version of, like, the weapon thing that we are gonna see in future episodes, like the sword, the shield, and the blaster. Huh. I really like the look of the minicons in, like, the cheap form. It's really cool. I think I'm a sucker for, like, these edgy, for lack of a better word, or angly designs. So I think that's why I love this series so much, because everything is so square and so edgy. He's so weirdly calm and collected. Like, I'm terrified of this Megatron. I'm used to him being a bit more angry and losing constantly, rather than being so calm and, like, cunning.
Check this out.
I think that's a bit more advanced than the thing you're holding, Alexis. That's a straight up scooter.
That's totally rock.
Yeah.
Like, that's a
so I get
straight
the
up
feeling they're gonna
scooter
come in handy.
bike.
Hey,
You know, they're supposed to be vehicles, but I'm pretty sure tanks are not that big. I mean, I guess when you look at it like that, it is pretty close, but like, in some shots it looks they look too big.
Get in!
It's Optimus.
Come on, let's move it.
Alexis! Hey, come back!
Damn, he completely ran him over, Jesus.
All right.
That was a bit of an overkill.
Whoa, cool!
Transform!
Here's the last one. I love how over the course of the series they get more and more and more Transformers, both on the good guy side and on the bad guy side. I honestly love them all, they're so unique.
Don't worry, Highwire. You and the other Minicons are going to be all right now.
Okay, I guess this is like a beginning through three-parter because the story is fucking still going. I thought it was gonna be done by this point. I don't know. It feels a bit too extended, especially considering this series is like what 60 episodes. I'm actually not sure how long it is. I think it is technically 60 episodes because like I have 8 discs out of 15. And at first the discs have like 3 episodes, then they get 4 episodes, so yeah, it's not that much episodes. I think it's about 56 or something, so this one is gonna be a faster series, and I still don't know what I'm gonna be reacting to afterwards. For now, probably the plan is to do Bakugan, but we'll see. But yeah, yeah, I feel like the plot is moving a bit too slow with these episodes. I mean, I guess when you consider like that they were usually on discs, at least from that perspective, them being on disc, having like the first 3 episodes be like a continuing story, I guess it's fine. I don't know. I'm just eager to get to the really good episodes that I'm really nostalgic about, I guess. So that's why it feels a bit too slow for me. But again, I don't feel like it's necessary to do a 3-parter essentially to begin the story, because we still haven't really gotten the Autobots to really talk with the humans, and we haven't really set the status quo, which I thought we would at least by the end of this episode, but we're still essentially in the first storyline, I guess, for lack of a better term, so that annoys me a little. But yeah, I think this episode was not as interesting as the first one. I feel like the first one had more plot related stuff and more world building to do, and that was kind of a little bit more interesting than this one. Not by much, so the rating of this episode is not gonna be that worse, but yeah, I feel like the first episode was a bit more interesting. And yeah, there's not much to say about this one. I think in this one there was more feature of the Autobots and the Decepticons, so that's a plus in my eye, because I freaking love them. And yeah, I love all the freaking Transformers in this series. They're all so unique. They all have such unique personalities, and I freaking love them. Like, I cannot express how much I freaking love these Transformers. They all look so cool, so unique. And even though like I'm 20 years old, I don't want to own toys of them or action figures. I genuinely want to. Oh my god, like I love them so much. I actually never really owned Transformer toys. I think I owned one Bumblebee toy, and that was it. And I don't even remember what happened to it because it was such a long time ago. But yeah, I can't wait to get to the more interesting episodes, and I'm really curious that whether a certain episode exists, because I feel like I might have dreamed it at some point, but I'm not sure. I think it's when we get I don't know the name of him in English, but it's something to do with Steam, and I feel like he is like the Transformer I'm talking about is an orange guy who at a certain point he gets shot and gets a new body essentially. So I can't wait to get to meet that guy. And as I said, I feel like I'm not sure whether I dreamed about that episode when I was little, or whether that episode is gonna happen. And talking about dreaming, I mentioned it a long time ago while I was early during my TMNT reactions, but when I was little I had a really cool dream about Transformers in which I think I accidentally traveled into a parallel dimension or something, and I helped them pretty much in the same way the human characters helped them in this series. And then I didn't want to leave that dimension or something, but I was forced to. And specifically the part of the dream that I remember is at the end when I am reminiscing about going and meeting the Transformers in that other dimension. And it's such a weird feeling that I cannot express. It's like, I feel like it's when you feel homesick. Like when you feel homesick when you're in a different country and you feel homesick for your home country. I feel like that feeling would be similar to that, but I don't know, it's such a weird feeling that I can't really, I haven't really felt any other time. And I wish I could express it better, but it's such a weird feeling, and I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, right now there isn't much to discuss about this series because we're like in the beginning. We haven't really had a lot of the plot stuff or the cool events and everything, which I think it's not gonna be for a long time. I think like my favorite episodes, there's one episode which is on disc 7, which is just because it has a cool plot kind of. That's why I like it quite a lot. But other than that, the really epic episodes I feel like don't start until disc 10, which would be probably around episode 30, which is gonna be a while because I'm gonna be doing like 2 episodes per video every day or as frequently as I can do it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give this episode, I think, a 7 out of 10 only because I feel like it's not as memorable as the first one. I don't know, like I just reacted to it and I feel like I remember the first episode more and the plot that happened into it more. So yeah, this one kind of feels a bit fillerish in that regard. Like I don't think we had to see the scene with like the kids going away with the minicons. It felt a bit unnecessarily and filler, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all the videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories over on Patreon, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel going and help support us so I can keep doing these videos. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with through Patreon, Subscribestar, or any other way you would be willing to do it would go towards my transition, because you're likely new to the channel, but if you're not, I'm actually transgender, but haven't really been able to afford to transition, and especially I live in a very homophobic country, so I also kind of need money to be able to move out of the country. So if you could donate any amount of money and help me out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you do it through Patreon or Subscribestar, there are gonna be perks to like getting access to my community in which we can discuss anything you want and talk whatever you want and everything. So yeah, check it out. But still, I don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out or donating, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!